This doesn't happen very often, but let's talk about a book I didn't actually finish. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to February Fantasy Stories week number 3. The subgenre for this week was dark fantasy and I ended up choosing Mr. Be Gone by Clive Barker, which was written in 2007, and initially from the outset I thought the book looked pretty interesting. It was going to be a short read of about 248 pages, and I thought, oh, I should be able to rip through that along with my other reading commitments without any issues. But the sad fact is, and to be perfectly honest, I didn't end up finishing it. I made it through probably 25% of it, which was really disappointing, and I'll let you know why. So I'll start off with the synopsis of the story. So born deep in hell and suffering unimaginable horrors, Jacobok, the demon, eventually escapes to the world above in 15th century Mainz. He isn't merely interested in observing history. On the contrary, he's looking instead for a demonic angle, a ghoulish fright fest. So I began the book, and it was a little bit different. The premise was initially fascinating, and it was certainly original. I'll give it that. I'd never read anything like it, and I guess that's what makes Clive Barker stand out. Now, Jacobok the demon narrates the book, so it reads as if the demon is inside the book and wants to get out, but living within its pages. And the amount of times early in the book where the demon is actually saying, "I urge you to burn this book. Don't continue reading. Burn the book. Burn the book. Burn the book." Which after a little while becomes a little bit tedious, and it didn't take long for me to tire of his voice. It actually became annoying, and he makes threats and this sort of thing, and a very, very difficult read. And the fact that it didn't have chapters bothered me a little bit. I like even short books to have chapters where there will be a clear stopping point, and that's just how I am as a reader. And reading 248 pages without any breaks or chapters in it seemed a bit intimidating to me, and the fact that I weren't enjoying it contributed to that as well. Now, the book just didn't work for me, and look, I can understand why some people like it. It does get really good reviews on Goodreads, but then it also gets bad ones as well. So it's a very divisive book from fans that enjoy Barker's work. So look, I think it's definitely an acquired taste. I didn't like the graphic imagery of it. I didn't like how the character of Jacobok conveyed himself, and didn't find myself liking him or wanting to find out what happens next. So in the end, I thought to myself, well, I just want to burn the book. It's probably a bit harsh, but look, it's I can respect the work, but it just wasn't for me. Now, that said, I will read some of Barker's work in the future. I'm just not sure when, because I know he's written some great things. I will look at the Books of Blood, and I do have a copy of The Great and Secret Show on my TBR for whenever that may be. It could be this year, could be next year, I don't know, but overall I was disappointed, and it's pretty embarrassing to admit that I didn't finish the book, and it doesn't happen very often where I don't finish a book, but this is one of those times. So it's not going to be a very long video this time, but look, I'm looking forward to February Fantasy Fiction Week 4, where we're doing urban fantasy, and I have chosen Side Jobs by Jim Butcher, so going to be reading a bit of Harry Dresden in the short story form, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm pretty confident I will finish that because I really like Harry Dresden. I like the Dresden Files series, and I've also got Summer Night sitting there for perhaps next month when I do my TBR. I think it's a front runner for being read in March. But unfortunately, guys, that's all from me today. It is a short review because I didn't finish the book. But you know, I've enjoyed the project so far, and certainly looking forward to week 4. As for what's happening with the channel coming up, in a couple of days I'll be doing a weekly update. It's been a pretty busy week and I've got a little bit to talk about, and I had previously scrapped the weekly updates, but I'm thinking of bringing them back in. It just means that I can give regular updates on what I'm actually reading at the time and what's been going on, because I think as we move forward the weeks are going to be more hectic. So I'll be doing that. At the end of the month, of course, I will be doing my February wrap-up, and I'll also be revealing my TBR which for March, which isn't set in stone yet. There are a couple of front runners that will make the list, but yeah, it's going to be a real mixed bag, so I'll be sharing that with you in the first couple of days of March. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. As always, provide feedback in the comments below. Let me know if you've actually read Mr. Be Gone, what you thought of it, what else you've read of Clive Barker. I'd be interested to hear that. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, see you later.